Hello everyone. So we are going to review here the procedure for the quality control of the spine generic results. So after the processing is run, we can check the quality control report by opening the index HTML file. So let's go to the folder that has all the results. This is the latest one. Click on results that has the process data log file as well as QC report, which is what we want to open here. Clicking on index. Okay, it opens all the so each row corresponds to a file, and the subjects are listed here. So with the up and down arrow, we can go through all the different subjects and files. And what we want to do here is only to select the segmentations. Okay, so if we go back to the to this page, the first thing to do is to use the search feature to basically enter the string deep seg in order to display only the segmentations. So I go back here, I'm typing deep seg, and only the segmentations are appearing here. Okay. So now the next step is to create a batch file that will enable us to loop across the files to manually correct, and which will open an FSLIze window so that we can manually correct the file and save it. So it's basically out of convenience. So I'm going to copy this code snippet. And then you can open any code editor. I'm using Atom. You can use another one. So I'm creating a new file. I'm pasting it here. And so the first variable to adjust is the path seg manual, which is where you're going to output your manual segmentation. So in my case, I'm just going to copy it under the desktop. So it's going to be users. Desktop, and then I'm calling it seg manual Julien. So the folder needs to be there. If not, you can create it. Oops. Right? And so I'm saving it under the file manual correction. Okay. Right. And here is going to be the list of files that you want to correct. So you need to go through the QC report. Basically go through all the different subjects, and each time you notice something that is really wrong, so if it's only a small leakage or under segmentation that appears only in one slice, don't bother. We are really looking for major segmentation issues here. Note that you can toggle the segmentation by using the right arrow. So it's quite helpful in some cases. The other thing to notice is that we don't need to, if there are some segmentation problems, usually at the edge, we don't really care for those because as written in the hint here, we don't need to fix all the slices, but only the ones that are relevant to the quantification. And so namely when it comes to the T1, T2, the relevant levels are C2, C3. When it comes to the T2 star that is used for cross-sectional area measures, relevant levels are C3, C4, which roughly corresponds to the mid slices. And the MT and DWY scans are used for template registrations, and we are only interested in levels C2 to C5. So again, these are the like the edge slices could be excluded from that. So we continue our investigations. Okay, so we see something clearly wrong here. So we have two slices there, two slices there. So let's name this. Let's add this subject in the list of subjects that we want to correct. So I'm just copying this file here. and adding it. We can remove those because they are only for the purpose of example. Then I'm adding this file here. Okay, going back to the report, looking for all the subjects. Okay, this is also clearly wrong. So I'm copying this one and adding it here. So now we have two subjects, so I can show you how we're going to run this script and loop through all the subjects for manual correction. Okay, so you can open a terminal window. Okay, and then I'm going to run this script. So I'm calling it sh, and then it's under desktop, and then the script is called manual correction. Enter. So it will loop through the first subject, which is this one. So we can zoom in. Then we notice the sub-segmentations here. Okay, so you can adjust the scale here. You can use Command F to toggle on/off the segmentation, which is quite convenient. On Linux, I think it's Control F. And then if you want to edit the segmentation, you need to select Tools, Edit Mode. And then you can change the size if you want. Okay, and then you can basically, the segmentation is ideally fairly similar to the previous slices. If the contrast is poor, you can look at the at the adjacent slices to guide your manual correction. It's not perfect, of course, but it's the best we can do. Okay. So there's clearly some leaking here, so you can also remove some of the leaking. Okay. Problems here, obviously. Again here. So now we are kind of out of the levels C2, C3, so we don't really care in terms of quantification. But if you want to do a proper job in generating ground truth segmentation, then it would be nice to correct those. But in the context of this project, we don't necessarily need to have all the slices corrected. Okay, so again, this is not perfect. Yeah. So now we can save it. So File, Overlay, Save. We can use the same file name, so overwrite, and then we can quit, and then it loops through all the subjects. So now we are opening the other subject. So here we have an obvious problem. So now we're going to go on the edit mode. So Tools, Edit Mode, and then we can fix that. All right, now we can save the overlay. Again, overwrite. And we can quit. Now we can verify that our two subjects were created here. So I'm going to open this folder, and we see that the two files that you manually corrected are now here with the correct file suffix.